Hey guys, if you are new, welcome. I upload every Tuesday and Friday. I'm still trying to figure out when I'm going to be regularly posting videos, so until then, please ring that bell, that way you are notified for future videos. Today I'm going to be doing a sultry smoky eye makeup look. It's actually going to be the full face. I tried to make this video as detailed as possible, that way you can recreate this look. Please comment down below letting me know if you would like to see more detailed makeup tutorials like this. This is more in depth than my typical tutorials are. I'm hoping that this video helps those who are new to makeup. This will help you recreate a full face of makeup for a dance or going out with your friends or with your husband or with your boyfriend, or just to hang out on the couch like I'm about to go do because it is currently like 9 o'clock at night. I have nowhere to go. I have work tomorrow morning, so this is gonna come right off. But anyway, if you are interested in finding out how to recreate this look, then just keep watching. First, I'm going to put on some lip balm to keep my lips hydrated while I do this look. I'm first going to do my eyes, that way I don't ruin any makeup that is on my face with any fallout that may end up happening. So I'm first going to use an eyeshadow primer. I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow potion, primer potion, whatever it's called. And I'm going to put that all over my lid, including up onto my brow bone and way in the inner corner. That way my whole eye is primed. My eye makeup will stay on as long as possible. It won't crease or anything. For this entire look, I'm going to be using this palette. This is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette, and I don't remember if there's a name, but it is all the bronze colors. To set my eyes, I am going to just take this like flat shader brush, and I'm going to use the light matte shade in this palette. I'm going to pat all that on my eye and then swipe. This is going to set my primer, and it is also going to make all the other eyeshadows that I use easier to blend out. Next, I'm going to take a large fluffy blending brush and then use the light brown shade in this palette, and I'm going to put this directly in my crease. Don't be too worried about this being sloppy, it's just the transition shade, so no big deal. I'm going to use that from the outer portion of my eye to the inner in kind of like circular motions as I go to the inner corner. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until I feel like this color is well blended. And then I'm gonna go in windshield wiper motions, just back and forth. Using the same fluffy blending brush, I'm then going to take the slightly darker brown. It's a little more warm, and I'm gonna put that in my crease as well. Same motions, just back and forth. Next, I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. I'm then going to go in with the darkest matte brown shade, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of my eye really closely. I'm going to very lightly brush this into my crease halfway to the inner corner of my eye. So I'm not pressing very hard because I don't want to deposit too much of this dark shade. You rather build up the color and really focusing on this outer portion right here. I'm also flicking up from the outer corner of my eye ever so slightly. That way it kind of creates that winged line, not just like a full smoky circle right here. So I'm just flicking it up and bringing it in slightly to make an outer V. Again on the other eye, focusing most of this color on the outer portion of my eye. Like really just place the brush into like that socket area of the outer corner of your eye and just make little circles. Flick out and upward, kind of angling towards the tip of your eyebrow, and bring it halfway into your crease. Remember, very lightly. You don't want to deposit too much of the product. Next, I'm going to take a pencil brush. Using the same dark shade, I'm going to put this on the inner corner of my eye, but I don't want to go all the way to this very inner corner. I'm just going like right at the start of my lashes. See how I'm just barely taking this into it's almost like 1/4 of my eye. Since I went this way, I'm also going to flick back this way. This diffuses the edges, and I'm using very light pressure, not hard at all. I also kept the color out of my crease, so I did not bring it up very high. I just kept it right where my eye crease is at when I open my eyes and look forward. I just kept it right in this area. I did not go into the crease at all. So I went forward this way. Now I'm going to flick back to diffuse the edges. Very light pressure. I'm going to go back in with the small blending brush, and I'm going to take the warm shade again of this palette, and I'm going to put that shade right on top. This is going to blend out the color and give it some warmth. With a flat concealer brush, I'm going to mix the gold and bronze shade together, and I'm going to put that right in the center of my eye. I'm first going to press and then swipe. I don't want to go over this outer corner or this inner corner too much, but I do want to overlap them a little bit just so that they will blend together easier. And I'm taking it to my crease. I am not going to go above my natural crease. Going back in with the small blending brush and the dark shade, I am just going to stamp the dark shade with the very tip of my brush, going straight in. I only want to get the tip of it, and I'm going to now connect my crease. So I'm going to go from the outer corner to the inner corner with very light touches and just sweep back and forth. Your strokes back and forth should be like dashes, small little dashes back and forth, and then you can really blend them together. Going back in with my large fluffy blending brush, I'm going to take the warm shade once again, and I'm going to run that through my crease to warm up this whole look and really blend all those colors together. If you feel like the shade on your lids are not as bright as you want them to be, you can always go back in with the same colors and just go over it once more. Just remember to feather out the edges. And then go back in with your fluffy blending brush to really blend out those edges. Very lightly, just go around them, just to take away that harsh line. The eyes are done for now. We're gonna hold off before doing the bottom lash line. I'm going to now go to the face. I'm going to take my face primer. You can use any face primer. I'm using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. Next, take your favorite foundation. I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundations and blend it all out using a beauty sponge. Be careful of your eye makeup. Blend it down your neck. You do not want to mask. Blend it onto your ears a little bit. Again, you don't want to mask. Your face makeup can be high coverage, light coverage, medium coverage, doesn't matter. I'm just doing medium coverage. That is only because I don't feel like doing a full coverage makeup. It is currently like 8:30 at night. Next, I'm going to do my concealer. You can use any concealer that you like. I am using two different kinds. I'm going to use this LA Girl concealer for my inner corners, only because I have dark circles. And then I am going to use my Tarte Shape Tape, kind of just dot it. I want to create a triangle to brighten up this area of my face. I'm also going to take a little bit on my chin, down my nose, and the center of my forehead. And again, blending it all out and making sure I don't get it all over my eye makeup. I'm going to take this all the way to my temples, chin, my nose, forehead. Next, I'm going to set my face. I am going to set my face with the NYX HD Studio Photogenic finishing powder. To do that, I'm going to take like a contour brush, just whatever little brush can fit in this area. I like to set my under eye first. And then take a large powder brush to set the rest of my face. So I'm first going to press it into my skin, and then I'm going to swipe, or do circles, whatever, however you want to set your foundation, doesn't really matter. As long as you get everything set, you should be good. Now I can go back to the eyes, again using the smaller blending brush and the dark shade again. I'm going to try to focus this really closely to my lash line. So using the tip of the brush, I'm going to stay on the lash line and stay on the inner third. If you go halfway, it's fine. It's not going to kill you or the look, but try to start out keeping it on the outer third so that when you blend it out, it'll just go to the half. Always use a really light hand. Using the same brush, I'm going to use the warm shade again. I'm going to take that and use it from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner to blend out that darker shade. Careful to not poke your eye out. I'm just going to swipe back and forth. I'm then going to take this light gold shade, using the pencil brush for the inner corner of my eye. I'm just keeping this right at the tear duct. I'm also going to use that shade and this pencil brush for the high points of my brow. And if it seems too intense, just use your finger to blend it out a little bit. Next, I'm going to do my brows. You can use any product for your brows, whatever you want. I am using the Benefit Goof Proof pencil. This is in the shade 3. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. I'm pretty sure this is technically a blush brush, but I use it for contour because it has a cinched ferrule. I like how it kind of flattens it out a little bit. So I'm going to use this brush. You can use any contour type of brush and use any type of matte bronzer. You don't want your face too overly shiny, so you want to use a matte bronzer. I'm going to suck in my cheeks. That way I find the bottom of my cheekbone and the hollow of my face. And notice how it's pretty much a line from the corner of my lip to the top of my ear. I'm going to place it right in there, starting from the back closest to my ear first, and then down to basically the corner of my eye. And I'm just going to swipe back and forth. I'm also going to bring it down my chin and down my neck just a little bit so that I don't have just a really stark line right here. I'm going to take it to the higher point of my forehead on both sides, and as well as to the center, so pretty much just my whole forehead hairline area. I'm pretty much just going to take this all along my hairline. I am also going to take whatever's left over on my brush and go to the sides of my nose and the tip of my nose. Next is going to be highlight, and for highlight I'm going to use the Essence Pure Nude highlight. This is in the shade 10 Be My Light. You can use any highlight. For highlight, I am going to use a fan brush. If you don't have a fan brush, just kind of use like a large blending brush or like a really small blush brush. So I'm going to use the fan brush and I'm going to put it on the tops of my cheekbones right here from the corner of my eye to about the middle of my eye. I'm also going to take that down the bridge of my nose. I'm also going to add that to my Cupid's bow. And if you are normal or dry skinned, I would suggest a little bit on your chin, as well as the high points of your forehead. Unless you don't want to accentuate your forehead, then I would skip this. For blush, I'm going to be using the Milani powder blush in Romantic Rose, and this is more of like a mauve shade, and I'm just going to use a normal blush brush. Any blush brush will do. I'm going to start that on the backs of my cheeks, right in this area right here. I'm going to place that here using a very light hand and circular motions, and I don't want to come past the middle of my eye again. I'm brushing up and out as well and using very light touches. I'm putting on the blush after the highlight. That way the highlight looks a little more natural, all the way to the back to my hairline. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes. This part you can skip if you have really awesome lashes, but I do not have awesome lashes, so I never skip this step. I'm not going to be using false lashes for this look, so I'm going to really try to volumize my lashes naturally. I have really lame lashes, like I mentioned, so my volumized lashes are going to look different than what your volumized lashes are going to look like. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, but I'm really going to coat my lashes. You can use any mascara you'd like, as long as it's going to volumize your lashes. Remember to coat your lower lashes as well. You can add eyeliner to your waterline and to your tight line if you would like. That is going to make your eyes a little bit darker and more sultry, and it's also going to close off your eyes a little bit, so it's going to make your eyes look a little bit smaller. You can choose that if you would like to. I personally, if my eye makeup is really dark, I don't like wearing black eyeliner as well because I don't want my eyes to look really small. So I choose to do without, but for the sake of this video, I will put eyeliner on my waterline. You can use any pencil eyeliner that you'd like. I am using the Lorac Front of the Line Pro eyeliner. I'm going to put that right on my waterline from the outer corner to the inner corner. I'm also going to add it to my tight line. Going back in with the pencil brush, I'm just going to slightly smudge that out. For my lips, since my eyes are so dark, I'm going to use a more nude, like pinky nude. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Bow and Arrow. Next, I'm going to set my face. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and ring that bell, that way you are notified for future videos. Bye guys!